and girls, this is Teacher Anika. How are you today? And welcome to another day of learning. Today we are going to be doing math. But just before we get started, I'd like you to grab your pencil, your book, maybe an eraser, and write both of your names, the name of the day, the name of the month, and then we are going to get started. But take your time, write neatly, ensure those letters are sitting on the blue line. All right, so you do that, and then we're going to get into today's topic. Welcome back. I hope we have very neat handwriting. Took your time to write those names? Spelled the name of the day correctly? All right, awesome. Now today, for math, we're going to be doing something. Look at the diagram on the screen and let me know if you know what it is. Have you ever seen that diagram before? If you have, excellent. If you haven't, not to worry. This is what we're going to be doing today. Now, this diagram is called a bar graph. A bar graph. What is a bar graph? So a bar graph can be defined as a chart or a graphical representation of data, quantities, or numbers using bars or stripes, like the one you're seeing here. Those are bars, or we can say stripes. If you look at them, each bar has a different color. We're going to get more into defining exactly what each part of the bar graph represents. The bar graphs are used to compare and contrast numbers, frequencies, and other measures of distinct categories of data. Here again, you can see the picture of another bar graph carrying various colors. We have words at the top, words at the bottom, words at the side, and if you look carefully, you can also see numbers at the side. I'm going to explain the bar graph a little more for you to understand. So let's do an exercise. We will use the data to create a bar graph. So kindly look on the screen, and then we are going to begin by counting each animal on the farm and putting that data in a table. So we're going to pretend that these are animals on a farm. If you look, you can see dogs, cats, and also some cows. We're going to count them, and then we're going to fit them into a chart and then convert them into a bar graph. It's simple. First, we can count how many dogs we are seeing. Would you like to count with me? Remember, if you're going to count with me, I need to hear you. So I don't want you to scream at me, but I need to hear your voice. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can see 5 dogs on the screen. Let's count the cats. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 cats here. How about the cows? Who would like to count the cows with me? Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 5 dogs, 3 cats, and 4 cows. If I put them on the bar chart, this is what it would look like. So I have the numbers at the side. Then at the bottom, I have the yellow bar for the cats, the orange bar for the dogs, and the green bar for the cows. Now, I can't just draw these bars running all up to the sky. I have to look for the number across. So if you remembered, when we counted, we found we had 3 cats. So I look for the number 3 at the side, and my bar will stop at the number 3. You can see the arrow showing you where my bar stops and where the number 3 is. So that means that there are 3 cats. Next, when we counted, we found 5 dogs. I look across again for the number 5. So when I'm drawing my bar, it stops at the number 5. This means there are 5 dogs. And also at the bottom, you can see the word dogs. D-O-G-S, dogs. I also put the picture there to make it easier for you. For the cows, we had 4 cows. So my bar, which is green, will stop in line of the number 4. And it would also include the word cows at the bottom. So if I look at the chart right away, I can read it. For the cats, there are 3 cats. For the dogs, there are 5 dogs. And for the cows, there are 4 cows. When you see the number at the side of the bar chart, those numbers show how many. So it could be how many animals, how many books, how many stationaries, maybe how many colors children like, or maybe how many children. At the bottom, we label the bars so you can know what each bar represents. Like I said before, the yellow represents cats, the orange represents dogs, and can you tell me what the green represents? Correct, the green represents the cows. So it's easy to read, but you have to take your time, because if you do not take your time and a bar chart is presented to you, you may get confused. So I'll teach you another trick. What you can do if you're given a bar graph and you have to read it to answer questions, then you can take a ruler, put it to the top of the bar, and check to see what number it's going to stop at the side. All right, so you'll see how many. Because sometimes your eyes might think it stops at 3 when it actually stops at 4. So you can use a ruler to help guide you, but you must keep the ruler straight. Okay? All right, so I have some questions for you because I want to see if you would be able to read the bar graph to answer these questions. The first question is, how many cats are on the farm? How many cats are on the farm? Now, for you to know how many cats are on the farm, you'll have to look at the bar graph. Check to see where the bar stops at, and that would be your number. So you're looking at the number on the side of the graph. That's where the score is. So look at the graph and then answer the question, how many cats are on the farm? Remember when we started, we were counting numbers of animals on a farm, and then we used the bar graph to put those data in. Now it's time for you to read the graph and answer the question. Do you have my answer for how many cats are on the farm? Great. If you said 3 cats, then your answer is correct. But even though it's correct, I like when you answer me in a complete sentence. So that should be, there are 3 cats on the farm. There are 3 cats on the farm. Let's look at another question. Are you ready? All right, so listen carefully. How many dogs are on the farm? How many dogs are on the farm? Now, to answer the question again, you have to look at the bar graph, take your time, interpret it, and read it properly. So you're looking to see what number the bar stops at. And you have to ensure you're looking at the correct bar. So you can also check for the word underneath the bar to let you know if you're looking at the dog bar, the cat bar, or the cow bar. And I also placed the picture there to make it easier for you, since you might be learning this for the first time. Do you have your answer? Okay, I'll ask you one more time. How many dogs are on the farm? 4. I don't think 4 is quite correct. Are you sure? Let's check again. How many dogs are on the farm? I heard someone said 5. If you said 5, then 5 is the correct answer. So we can say 5, we can say 5 dogs, But Teacher Nika likes when you say, there are 5 dogs on the farm. And if you look at the bar graph, you'll see straight across, it stops at the number 5. So there are 5 dogs on the farm. Awesome job with that. See, you're getting it. As long as you take your time, it'll be easy for you to read and easy for you to answer any questions that are given to you. I have a final question for you. How many cows are on the farm? How many cows are on the farm? So let's look at the bar graph again. Ensure that you are looking at the correct bar for cows. Do you know how to spell the word cow? It begins with C, but we have 2 animals that names begin with C. So we have to be careful. Which one would be the cow? Which one would be the cat? Or you can use the picture that I put on top of each bar to help you. How many cows are on the farm? So check and see the cow bar, what number it stops at. When you find the answer, you can let me know because I'll be listening. So look at it carefully and then give me the answer. Found it? Great. What number is it? 4? All right, let me check to see. So I'm going to draw the arrow from the top of the bar straight over to the score to see if it's in line with the number 4. And I'm seeing it's there. So awesome. So if you have the answer 4, or you said 4 cows, that's correct. But once again, in a complete sentence, that would be, there are 4 cows on the farm. There are 4 cows on the farm. Great job in answering those questions, and those were straightforward. Now we can have other questions that can tickle your brain and have you thinking, such as, how many cows and cats are on the farm? Or maybe, how many more dogs than cats are on the farm? This is where it gets a bit difficult. We can also ask, how many animals are on the farm altogether? Would you be able to answer those questions? Let's try with the last one. How many animals are on the farm altogether? So I know I'll have to give you a little time to answer this, but I need you to take your time, and then I'm going to explain to you how you can find the answer if you were unable to find the answer. So take your time, find the answer, and then I'll reveal mine. Found the answer? To find the answer, what we needed to do, we had to add all the animals together, meaning the cat plus the dog plus the cows. For the cats, we had 3, dogs, we had 5, and cows, we had 4. So that would be 3 plus 5 plus 4. Now when we add those together, using our fingers, using our counters, we should get the number 12. Your answer should be, there are 12 animals on the farm. There are 12 animals on the farm. 3 plus 5 plus 4. So that's 3 cats, 5 dogs, and 4 cows. Right? So as you get older, the bar graph can get more difficult. But this is the beginning stage of understanding bar graphs, and we have many more graphs that we can learn, such as the pie charts, etc. But for now, we're going to focus on the bar graph. So let me ask you again. When you're giving a bar graph, do you know how to sit, look at it, read it, and then answer questions? How about if I give you the information and you draw a bar graph? Can you do that? I'm sure you can do that. What I would like you to do is to continue practicing. You can try to draw the bar graph that we did today, and you can draw the animals at the top and you can write the words at the bottom. Also, you can put the scores at the sides so you'll know where each bar needs to stop. But in order to do this, I'll need you to use your ruler and not just draw it freehand, because it needs to be straight, neat, and clean. Alright? So I want you to try that for me until we meet next time, where we're going to go more deep into bar graphs, and then later on we're going to look at some more types of graphs. Alright? So until then, stay good, stay safe, and remember, try to read a book at least one time per day. This is Teacher Anika saying, bye for now, boys and girls.